Good Monday evening. Welcome to Midwest Sports Net. Let's talk some NAIA football tonight. The top 5 performances from week 3. And you know what? There were so many performances out there that were quality and worthy of being spoken about here tonight. We're going to go beyond the 5 as well. Thanks for stopping in here on Midwest Sports Net. We talk small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. We're talking NAIA football tonight. So let's go beyond the 5 to get things started here really quickly. Let's go ahead and begin with Morningside, because Morningside, why not? Joe Dolanchek, who was referred to a little bit earlier this evening on the channel in our forum broadcast by Corey Thorpe of NAIA Football as a human cheat code. Well, somebody punched in the right numbers, got the programming right there on the controller. 26 for 37, 402 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Dolanchek. Austin Johnson picked up 10 of those receptions for 209 yards and 1 touchdown. We're just listing Morningside's box score. That's all we need to do to talk about beyond the 5. Ryan Cole, 22 carries, 138 yards, 4 touchdowns on the day for Cole. And Dejon Walls, 9 tackles, 1 interception, 4 pass breakups. It was just another day at the office for Morningside. They beat Briarcliff 59-23. Continuing beyond the 5, how about what Lee Kirkland did at Pikeville? The Bears are 2-0 now. Kirkland 31 for 54, 579 yards passing. That's tops in the NAIA this season. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks as well. And Cameron Miller had a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. The Bears 2-0. Pikeville defeated Cumberland 47-37 on Saturday. We continue. How about another undefeated team? St. Thomas, led by Tyler Thomas, the appropriately named quarterback, 17 for 24, 237 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks. And Sequan Champierre, 4 of those receptions for 106 yards and a touchdown as well. St. Thomas blanked North American University 52-0 on Saturday. Continuing beyond the 5, well, a team that's no longer undefeated is Texas Wesleyan. It came down to the final seconds. A pass into the end zone was not caught as Texas Wesleyan falls to OUAZ 27-22. For Texas Wesleyan, Ernie Caesar, another big day. His 3rd 100-yard rushing game of the year in 4 games for the Rams, 151 yards rushing against OUAZ. However, Christopher Ewens decided to come into Texas Wesleyan's home field and try to one-up him there, and does it. 30 carries, 200-yard rushing, and 3 touchdowns as well for Ewens. More, Jack Jones, St. Francis, Indiana's version, was responsible for 15 points with just his foot alone. 3 for 3 from field goals, 6 for 6 point-after attempts successful, 15 points. As St. Francis had a 51-19 victory over Judson. In that game, Cameron Peterson had 33 carries for 216 yards and a touchdown. Florida Memorial is 2-2 on the year, but a big win over Warner on Saturday. George Young, 21 carries, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. Keon Brown, 4 receptions, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. And how about the defense from Christian Mabel? 4.5 sacks, 6.5 tackles for loss, 11 tackles overall, forced a fumble and recovered the fumble as well. Again, a 27-point victory for Florida Memorial this weekend. Missouri Baptist was led by Ashton Struther this week in their win over Madonna, 25 for 35, passing 318 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And he got a little help from his friends along the way. Cameron Sloan, 5 of those receptions for 129 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Claude, 9 of those receptions, 122 yards, and the other touchdown reception on the day. Again, the Spartans defeat Madonna 44-37. Beyond the 5, we continue. The Iowa Wesleyan defense taking on Division III Finlandia on Saturday, and the Tigers blank Finlandia 55-0. Now it's a Division III program, national esports champions as well. But this is what Iowa Wesleyan did on defense. 22 tackles for loss for 159 yards lost. 22 tackles for loss. The Iowa Wesleyan defense held Finlandia to minus 107 yards of total offense minus 119 yards of rushing offense on the day. The Tigers came out to play and definitely got it done in a 55-0 win. One more, and this of all the players that we're talking about here and Beyond the Five, this is the only team we're mentioning that the players on didn't get the win. Hastings came up 4 points, Concordia came up 4 points short to Hastings on Saturday. The Concordia Bulldogs. Coral Colmoose had 6 receptions on the day, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a fantastic day in and of itself. Definitely going to get some recognition on Beyond the Five, if not the top 5 performances. But it also takes him beyond the 2,000-yard receiving mark for his career. Now at 2,025 yards total for his career, and that number will continue climbing this year. He's now 3rd on the all-time list. Congratulations to Corell Colmoose. Now we go to the top 5 performances for the weekend here, and it's what we have here on Midwest Sports Net. Our top 5 performances in NAIA football. Jonathan White from McPherson. McPherson gets the 27-18 victory over Ottawa, and Jonathan White instrumental in that. 20 carries, 279 yards. That's an NAIA high for 2022. 2 touchdowns. Oh, he also had 3 receptions for 25 yards along the way. 304 all-purpose yards for Jonathan White from McPherson. Kevin Countryman, St. Xavier, instrumental in the St. Xavier win. The Cougars 24-21 over Siena Heights. And Countryman had 7 tackles on the day, 1 of those a sack. He had 2 interceptions as well, including a big pick six, 69 yards. He ran it back and got the Cougars to within 4. They go ahead with the touchdown after that. St. Xavier with the win. Kevin Countryman instrumental in that. You'll get an idea here that having 2 interceptions is kind of a theme here in the top 5. We continue. Javion Davison from Mayville State, 2nd consecutive week we've had a Comet in our top 5, and Davison definitely got the job done. He does it in all different facets. He was responsible for a 75-yard touchdown run. He was responsible for an 87-yard touchdown reception. And he also had a 71-yard kickoff return. That one didn't go for a touchdown. 3 plays in different facets of the game for at least 70 yards. Javion Davison for Mayville State, and the Comets defeat Presentation 28-17 in the Farmers Bowl. So congratulations to Davison on that. Again, our 2nd consecutive week to have a Mayville State Comet in the top 5. Larry Harrington from Langston. The quarterback threw 24 for 35, 420 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions on the day for the Lions, who remain undefeated. A 56-24 victory over Wayland Baptist on Saturday. And again, Harrington got by with a little help from his friends. How about Brian Hanspard? 6 of those receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown catch. Travis Martin on defense, 2 interceptions and 2 breakups as well. Langston, again, gets the 32-point victory and remains undefeated. Our final top 10 performance goes to number 15. Okay, number 15 for Carroll. You know what? I tell you what, I need to go ahead and clarify this just a little bit more. Zach Spearoff, who wears number 15 on defense for the Carroll Saints, had a big defensive afternoon. He had 2 tackles, but he also had 2 interceptions as well, and he had the 2-point conversion. He got 2 points for his team after blocking an extra point attempt and taking it 92 yards down the field, getting the 2 points on the Saints side. Let's set this up really quickly here. Carroll defeated Eastern Oregon 25-23. It was late in the game. Eastern Oregon picked off a pass, ran it 60-plus yards into the end zone. The Mountaineers go up 23-20. They're about to add the extra point to go up by 4. But wait, it's blocked, and Zach Spearoff goes ahead, gets it, takes it on in for the score. Now it's a 23-22 game, just more than 6 minutes left in the contest. Back and forth between the two. Carroll gets it back one more time. They drive it down, and for a 33-yard field goal, number 15, this time Spencer Berger. Yes, they're duplicate number 15s at Carroll. one on offense, one on defense. Spencer Berger, who also wears number 15, the freshman, puts in his third field goal of the day from 33 yards with 21 seconds remaining. And Carroll goes up 25-23, gets the 2-point victory for the Saints, who have just one blemish this year, 2-1 on the season for Carroll. So our final performance, number 15, Zach Spearoff, but also want to give some credit to number 15, Spencer Berger. 3 for 3 on field goals today, 2 for 2 on extra points. He was the National Special Teams Player of the Week in the NAIA. Both these two shared Conference Player of the Week honors as well for the Carroll Saints. So our top performers today from McPherson, St. Xavier, Mayville State, Langston, and Carroll. Congratulations to all of them and to the folks who were beyond the 5. And thank you for watching. We appreciate it a whole lot here on Midwest Sportsnet. Please do take the time, like the video. It does help a lot. Subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot. And in the meantime, we have a lot more content on the way as the week goes on. Midwest Sports Saturday will be on location in Waxahachie, Texas for the Arizona Christian Southwestern Assemblies of God football game. And we will be live at 10 a.m. Central Time in preparation for a noon kickoff. Thanks again for watching. God bless you all. Have a great night. Keep it right here on Midwest Sportsnet, and please do, again, subscribe to the channel.